In this video, we'll present more lexical semantic relationships. These are synonymy, hyponymy, and oppositeness. According to British linguist John Lyons, there are three major types of semantic relations: synonymy, hyponymy, and oppositeness. Synonyms are words or word groups with the same meaning. The word synonym originally comes from Greek syn, which is a prefix meaning together or same, and onyma, meaning name. Therefore, the literal meaning of synonym is the same name. Now, let's consider some examples. Gift, present. Donate, contribute. Happy, carefree. Hardworking, industrious. Beautiful, pretty. Appear to be synonymous pairs. Let's look at the words gift and present more closely. In sentences I bought a gift for Susan and I bought a present for Susan, the two words seem to be exact synonyms. However, in a sentence such as, she has a gift for music, the word present cannot be substituted for gift, which has a meaning of talent in this case. In fact, there are some further, though subtle differences between these two, as we shall see. The following quotation shows that there are some subtle differences between gift and present. The words gift and present are well-matched synonyms that mean essentially the same thing. But even well-matched synonyms have their own connotations and distinctive patterns of use. Gift applies to a wider range of situations. Gifts can be talents. You can have the gift of gab, or a musical gift. Gifts can be intangibles. There is the gift of understanding or the gift of a quiet day. We generally don't use present for things like this. Presents are more concrete. Linguists suggest that there are hardly any absolute synonyms in languages. According to John Lyons, a British linguist, two expressions can be absolute synonyms provided that 1. All their meanings are identical. 2. They are synonymous in all contexts. 3. They are semantically equivalent, that is to say, their meanings are identical, on all dimensions of meaning. However, absolute synonymy is extremely rare. We have seen that gift and present have some subtle differences in meaning. Synonymy is also context-dependent. For instance, pedigree refers only to animals, while ancestry, genealogy, and lineage refer only to human beings, and descent may refer to humans or animals. English borrowed many Latin words directly from Latin or through French. It is usually the case that words of Latin origin are more formal than their native English synonyms. Take, for instance, the verb commence, originally from Latin, but borrowed through French. It means begin. Both begin and commence are used as transitive or intransitive verbs. The verb begin is of Germanic origin, so it is native to English. The verb commence is used in formal contexts while the verb begin is more widespread and informal. Hyponym is a word with a more specific meaning than a general or superordinate term. Hyponymy is an inclusion or entailment relationship. Hypo is a prefix that means under from Greek. Hyponymy is a name under another. Usually, hyponyms are more specific and more informative than superordinate terms. For instance, bake, boil, grill, fry, steam, roast. Define the act of cooking more specifically. Likewise, stir fry, sauté, and deep fry are more specific than the verb fry. In these examples, the word cook is the superordinate, and fry is the superordinate of the verbs which denote specific ways of frying. The verbs which are at the same level are called cohyponyms. So, bake and boil are cohyponyms. And so are boil and fry. There are many hyponyms of red. For instance, crimson, a hyponym of red, is related to the corresponding words in Turkish and Spanish. However, the corresponding word in Turkish seems to be the superordinate term. They are borrowed from Arabic, which comes from the name of an insect, from which the color was obtained. Turkish probably directly borrowed the word from Arabic. Likewise, Spanish also borrowed the word from Arabic. And then it spread from Spanish to other languages, including Italian, English, French among others. Some cohyponyms have superordinate terms, but some others don't. For instance, for brother and sister, the superordinate is sibling. And for mother and father, it is parent. But aunt and uncle don't have a superordinate term. According to John Lyons, There are three types of oppositeness: complementarity, antinomy, and converseness. We'll present them in the following. Complementarity is a relation of contradiction. This means that the two terms are exact opposites of each other and that no term exists in between. In other words, there is no continuum, but rather a dichotomy between the two terms. For instance, an animate being can be male or female. A person can be single or married. A student may pass or fail an exam. An act can be legal or illegal. Complete opposites cannot be modified by a degree adverb, because that are not gradable. So, we cannot say more married or the most single person. Ambidextrous is a word that means someone who can use the right and left hands equally well. This seems to be a word between left-handed and right-handed. Likewise, a retired person is not unemployed or employed, which are complementary terms. These kinds of words, however, are unusual. According to Lyons, antonyms are opposites that are on a gradable scale. Some of the following adjectives are gradable or scalar antonyms: hot versus cold, small versus big, old versus young, good versus bad. On the other hand, there are pairs that are gradable on a scale. For instance, one can say, "This film is better than the other one." A movie can be good, better than others, or the best. Therefore, it is gradable or scalar. And so is the adjective tall, as in, "One World Trade Center is taller than Central Park Tower." A building can be taller than others, or it can be the tallest among others. These adjectives are relative based on the context. For example, a short building is taller than a tall man. Also, these adjectives can be used with degree adverbs, such as very, extremely, rather. Converseness is a reversal relationship, as in buy sell, rent rent, give, receive, in front of behind, husband wife. One of these pairs is the default. The default is determined by asking a question with how. We say "How big is your house?" but not "How small is your house?" Also, we usually say "This ball is as big as the other one." And that's it for now. Thank you.